Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic day, and it's been a minute since my last upload. And there's been an assortment of events recently, like watching this wacky-ass fight, and I have this hilarious clip of me team-killing man-cakes with a grenade.
I see footprints in their car.
Oh my god!
So taper fade. You know what?
What the fuck?
Bruh.
Anyway, in today's video, we will be taking on the Elden Ring Area Lock Challenge. What is that, you might ask? Let's get on into the rules and I'll explain it to you. Number 1. I am only allowed one weapon from each area in the game, but once I complete the area I'm in, I'm no longer allowed to use the weapon. Same goes with armor, but talisman on the other hand are free game. Number 2. I must beat every main boss in each area before I'm allowed to move on to the next. Number 3. I will not be allowing myself any summons unless I absolutely need it. The gods can fight. Number 4. After completing an area, we get a +2 upgrade for somber weapons, and then a +5 for smithing stone weapons. That about sums up the premise of this challenge. Let's move on to the video. We start our challenge by breaking the 4th wall before courageously jumping off the side of a cliff.
Hi, how are you?
Then, willingly, we get touched in our sleep, then gaining all 4 of our sippy cups as a reward. Up the elevator we go, opening the door to Limgrave for the 100th time yet again. We run past our favorite combat teacher, then run straight for the gate front Grace, where our mysterious sleep toucher grants us our shit kicker before disappearing out of fear. I really don't know what there's to be afraid of. After our LST trip, we grab our first weapon of the challenge, the Lordsorn Greatsword. Using our new trusty seed, we head to the Third Church of America, grabbing our belligerent bottle and a sacred tear. Then we head to Stormveil Castle to take on the first boss of the run.
Yes!
We defeat Margit after only 3 tries, then upgrade our health and strength before running up to the main gates, killing the world-renowned Rune Thief. Making our way to the castle, rudely getting bombs thrown at us, and stealing a key to make our way outside of Godric's arena. We go through the mysterious fog wall and begin our fight with Godric.
Yes!
After dismembering him on our first attempt, we upgrade faith and intelligence to prepare for our next weapon. We head to the lake cliffs. Heading to our left, we give Joshua Tomar a visit, grabbing yet another tear. Then we run across the entirety of Liurnia. God damn it! Then we run across the entirety of Liurnia to Caria Manor, picking up the weapon I'll be using in this area, the Sword of Night and Flame. Now you see why I upgraded those stats? With our new weapon in hand, we head to the academy. Going through the ran-down classrooms, we jump through a window onto a cliff, grabbing the Carian Knight armor. We let ourselves die. Then we make our way to Redwolf Radahn. And just like last video, we struggled against him yet again.
Sing, 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 sing. Sing, 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 sing. Sing, sing, sing.
This time, thankfully, he only took 5 attempts, and after our victory, we level up a bit more. We start making our way up to Ardala before the Caelid Knight literally vanishes before our own eyes. It was like I was playing a horror game for a second. We enter the giant classroom with the girl beside us that wants our feet in her mouth for some weird reason. But hey, I won't judge though. People are into what they're into, I guess. Well, onto the fight.
Are you serious right now, bro?
We end up first trying Renala, then leveling up further, then heading back to Caria Manor to take on the last boss of the area.
Yes!
She gave us some trouble, but it only ended up taking 4 tries. We level up yet again, taking on Caelid as our next area in the run. We head back to Limgrave, touching a shiny butthole that teleports us outside of Clifford's humble abode. We head to the back of it, just like in our last video, we find the Dragon Crest shield giving us more defense. Then we head to Fort Ferrith, collecting the Radahn sword seal and picking up 1/2 of the Altus medallion. We head to the lower half of Caelid, stopping by a church, picking up yet another tear, and ignoring Patient Zero once more. Going down even further, we kill the Deathrite bird that drops us the Death Poker, which, if you had guessed correctly, is going to be the weapon we are going to use in Caelid. We head to the right, going to the swamp to pick up the Perfumer's armor set in the Sage Ruins. And hey, would you look at that? It's one of Aiden's favorite armor sets.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Now, there's only really one main boss in Caelid, that being Radahn. So, with that in our minds, we head straight to the Limgrave Castle where we get ganked for an hour straight. After finally taking those losers down,
Yes!
we head back to Caria Manor, making our way up to Rania's Rise, joining her cult. But before we can fight Radahn, we have to kind of break our rules a bit and go to the Altus Plateau so that we can actually activate the festival. But I'm not allowing myself to roam in Altus. Once I go up, I'm going straight back down to Radahn. Then, once Radahn is defeated, we will head to the Altus Plateau. With that being said, we have to head back to With that being said, we have to head back to Limgrave to grab the other half. Oh my god. With that being said, we head to the With that being said, we have to head back to Limgrave to grab the other half of the medallion. Then, we head all the way back to Caria Manor, going back up the Strange Mountain again like the last video. Like I stated, I never go to Altus the intended way. I just don't. Now, we have a festival to attend to. And let me just say, this festival was terrible. They had terrible corn dogs and the rides were just... They just sucked. This fight took so long, and I got pretty mad. So, I was fed up with it, and I summoned in the boys for a little fun.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, nigga!
After jumping the Blumpkin Beast, we head to Altus Plateau, grabbing Eleanor's pole blade as it will be our weapon for this area. Then we grab the Noble's armor set before heading back to the beginning of Altus to grab the Ritual Tree Talisman. And can I just take a second to appreciate how beautiful Bonarfart is? Well, with that being said, let's to ask some kick. After taking down that nuisance, we head into the capital, and then into the middle of the capital, running by a... before our girlfriend breaks up with us again. For some reason, every time I get to this point, she always leaves me. I guess my 5 fingers are just too much for her normal 2.
I don't miss a shot! I don't miss a shot, bro! Yo, we're cracked!
After our girlfriend departs from us, we head up a tree, taking on Godfrey. And in our first attempt, we were fighting for our lives. We were literally neck and neck. Though, once Golden Shower Man is defeated, we backtrack again, picking up the Star Fist. You will see why later on in the video. Then, off to one of my favorite fights in the game. After killing him, we listen to the sweet nothings he whispers into our ear before plucking ourselves on the big door up the big staircase.
Yes!
And, would you look at that? She's back! And, she hands us a coin. Huh, this looks like it could go into a coin slot. But, we aren't going up to the mountaintops yet. We have to head to a different area, so, off to Mount Gelmir we go. On our way to Volcano Manor, we pick up the weapon we will be using, the Anspur Rapier, with a cold affinity. This is the weapon I actually used to kill Consort Radahn, pre-nerf by the way, for the first time, so I thought it'd be fun to revisit the weapon. Then, going through Mount Gelmir, we pick up Goldenveil, just in case we need it, and then we fall to our death because somehow a fist punching us is stronger than us using a full force kick to kick someone off a ladder. Anyway, we finally make it to the manor, joining yet another cult, where we find a hidden passage filled with this sticky substance all over their walls. Oh, would you look at that? It's just snails. After making it through the passage, we come to the back of the manor, then up this very unsafe elevator to go fight...
Always one step ahead.
Man, can I just say, I really miss using this weapon. It is a lot of fun to use. We walk into Rykard's cave and pick up the Serpent Hunter, because I like to use gimmick bosses' weapons. Plus, it's gonna be 100 times easier with this weapon. He gave us big back shots before we kill him after the second attempt. With his runes, we level up Vigor and Endurance to give us more HP and Stamina. Well, off to the mountaintops we head. We go down an elevator, feeling our way around the foggy forest before finding another elevator. We hoist our coin to allow us up the elevator again, but sadly we didn't get to put our coin into a coin slot. No! When arriving at the top, we kill Yura to get an armor set. And then we acquire the Helfin Steeple, which, as you may have guessed, this will be our weapon for the mountaintops. Making our way to the mountaintops, we get creeped up on by a giant frog. Then we get killed by Okina, and he is no better than the next guy using the Rivers of Blood, because he killed us like more than 2 times. After we take him down and upgrade our flask, it's time to take on the Fire Giant. And I'm so happy to tell you guys, it did not take 2 days this time around.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
It only happened to take us 2 tries, and it would have only taken 1 if I didn't die to some BS hitbox, but it's whatever, I'm not complaining, and I won't have to break something again. So, up the chain we go to set ourselves and our girlfriend aflame once more. We awake in one of the coolest places in a FromSoft game, where there are dragons flying everywhere alongside with tornadoes. But there is a slight issue when it comes to this area of the game. There is only 1 weapon you can obtain, and it's after you defeat the Godskin duo. So for this area and this area only, I'm going to say it's free game and I can use any of the previous weapons I have gathered from any of the past areas. But I can't kill Godskin duo and Malekith with the same weapon, so once we kill Godskin duo we must use a different weapon to take down Malekith. Once we leave this place, we're going straight back to the original rules of this challenge. So, for now, we resort back to the Eleanor's pole blade because I do not want to do with the duo any more than I have to. What? What are you looking at? Yeah, I'm gonna summon. So what? You thought I was gonna do this fight legit? No way.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
We eventually take down the Godskin duo, and it's time to march on to Malekith. And, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make you guys so mad at me. The next weapon that I'm going to use is gonna be... drum roll, please. Rivers of Blood! I'd like to take this time while I run to the boss to explain why I missed an upload. Last video was supposed to be an Eternity Mode Terraria video, but since I suck at Terraria, I'm only still on pre-Moon Lord. And that mod has most of its content post-Moon Lord. So it's gonna be a while till that video comes out because those bosses are brutal. I do apologize though for missing an upload. Anyways, after a long run, we make it to one of the best fights in the game. And, unlike last time, this fight sadly did not take us 1 try. It took around 6 attempts, but we finally got him in the end. Then, we awake in the Ashen Capital, and, if you remember, I grabbed the Star Fist. Since I won't be using Eleanor's pole blade again, I needed a new weapon for Lindell, and the Star Fist is perfect. So, this is what we are going to be using. We walk up the stairs, making quick work of Gideon. I promise he didn't kill us at all. And then off to Godfrey, where it's time to throw hands with him, literally. He took a good bit of attempts and a dinner break, but eventually he couldn't handle my fists anymore. When we defeat him, we level up for the final time, leveling up more strength before walking up the stairs to fight the final boss. and it was an epic battle. We did die a couple of times, but before long, I got the hang of the Elden Beast fight and I took him down. And that's our story on how we became Elden Lord. That's right, folks. Napoleon Bonaparte is Elden Lord. Here's the statistics for this run. We were level 90, with 17 hours of playtime and 73 deaths. That's it for this video. If you'd like to see a part 2 of this where I enter the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, let me know in the comments. I sure do love that tasty community interaction. Since we beat this challenge, I can mark it as complete. This video was a blast to make, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope you stay tuned for my next video. If you're a fan of mine, you'd also like Mancakes. He also has a video coming out right before this, so make sure to check it out. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace.